You ever feel like you're just going through the motions, hanging on by a thread, barely surviving, just getting through each day in some kind of autopilot robot mode? That's how I was feeling, and I couldn't take it anymore. I think just like this lake, I needed to thaw out. I needed to emotionally, spiritually melt from all the BS. I needed to go back to somewhere I hadn't been in more than 50 years since I was a kid. This is a little tale about that journey. It was a Friday night. I grabbed my trusted ride or die, Mr. Nugget, and we headed down to Baltimore. I was going to go to Shenandoah National Park. I needed to just get out in nature, just see the vastness of the mountains, to be out in the country, the air, the sunshine. I needed to do that. So the first step was we went down to Baltimore Friday night, and we just stayed over in a hotel by ourselves. He loved it. I loved it. But that very first night, I felt like a decompression start. I don't know what it was. I guess it was just being out of my natural environment, being out of my home where I'd worked from home for so many years. My home became like an office. It wasn't my house anymore. So many things had happened in this past 5 years, and I needed to just wash it all the hell out of my soul and cleanse myself. I didn't realize how much I needed it until I went on this journey. But that very first night, just being out of my house, my everyday environment, I felt a weight lift. I felt something start to come off. I slept so well that night. Nugget was up in bed snoring. I felt safe, and I just felt like somebody had scooped me out of the insanity of this world. It was quite refreshing and eye-opening. The next day, we got up early and we headed down to Shenandoah National Park in Front Royal, Virginia is where we started. You know what? When I first entered that park and saw the first vista, I don't know what happened, what overcame me, but I started to cry. The kind of crying that happens when you're at a funeral or maybe even a wedding out of joy, where you think you're okay and you've got it, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, it just hits you. I'm in the car and I saw that vista, and I don't know what came over me, but I just started bawling like a kid at a funeral or something. It felt good. It was a huge release. I needed it. Whatever was going on with my nervous system, my soul, it needed it. It caught me off guard, but it was like an emotional, huge exhale. The next day, that's when the real adventure happened. Nugget and I were heading back to New Jersey, but we went through Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. I returned to the cabin that my grandparents bought over 50 years ago. This may sound corny, but I swear to God, it was some kind of spiritual awakening or something. I hadn't been to this cabin in over 50 years. I barely knew how to get there. I had to do a little bit of research beforehand to figure out where it was because it's in such a remote place in the mountains. I had memories of when I was a kid riding horses with a wonderful little girl named Kelly. And we went down to the swimming hole with my brothers and we were swimming down there. Is one of the best memories I have of a family vacation. My family was dysfunctional, to say the least. Not a lot of good memories. This memory is perfect. There wasn't fighting and violence. There was riding horses. There was the outdoors. There was the swimming hole with my brothers and nice little girl Kelly, who's now, in her 50s. It was magic going back there and seeing this cabin. There's additions put on it and some new people live there, but it's still in that remote place. The main cabin is still there. It brought such healing and joy to my heart. There's something about knowing it's still there and it's still standing. My grandparents are long gone. My mom is gone. My dad is still here. He's much older now. Things are much calmer. It's a different era. But going back there and reconnecting, it reminded me of who the hell I am, where I was, and ironically, it helped me reconnect and realize where I'm going and what's important, what I want out of this next second half or maybe one third that's left of my life. I think when we change environments and we totally get out of whatever we're used to, our everyday routine BS nonsense that a lot of us have going on, it was a huge emotional exhale. I guess our body just totally can reset, right? There's these neural pathways in our brain and dopamine lighting up and everything. It's a complete change, a reset. I would beg all of you to try this. I'm willing to bet, reading all my comments, that many of us need this kind of reset, this kind of emotional healing. This escape kind of that I did, it really wasn't an escape. It was more of a running towards something than running away. It was a desperate need and attempt to reconnect. Who the hell was I? So Nugget and I, we spent the day going all through Shenandoah National Park. It was amazing. I met other visitors from all around the country. We had little chit chats. We had a hot dog at the visitor center. It helped my whole nervous system and body and mind forget about the BS of at home and make me realize what's really important in this world. Being a human being, being outdoors in nature with other human beings just there to enjoy life and relax. I had an awesome chat with a lady from Oklahoma. This is what life's about. It's not worrying about if somebody's a Democrat or Republican. It's not worried about what the hell Elon Musk is doing. It's not about worrying if AI is going to take all our jobs, if we're going to have money in retirement. You know what? We could freaking just drop dead tomorrow. And I was sick of it, sick of all the worry and the insanity. Where's the joy? What are we even doing here? We worry so much about dying and what's going to happen in the future. We're completely missing our lives today and all the beautiful things that are going on around us. Have any of you ever felt like that? Like you just wanted to go back to something, just to see it, to, I don't know what, gain some kind of grounding or just feel solid and put things into some kind of perspective? Our world is so crazy now. All the technology. I barely know what's going on from day to day. And I even work in technology. Been through it all, right? Gen X, we were here when there was rabbit ears on a TV. And now here we are on the cusp of AI taking over the world. I just needed some kind of grounding. I'm just a human being like the rest of you. How much can we all take? We've adapted, we've changed. But how about some grounding? How about we're allowed to still be human? We're still the same creatures we always were. It's just a world that's changing like insanely fast, and it's going to continue to. But getting away, reconnecting, being comfortable, confident, 10 toes down, 100% sure of who you are, what you want, what you value, and your place in this world, you need to get there. I feel so much better. There's real science behind this feeling. When we bust ourselves out of the autopilot mode that we all live in on a day-by-day basis, it can be a whole reset. Our brain changes, literally. I would encourage all of you, I don't care if you're married in relationships or whatever, if you're feeling the need to reconnect, you're feeling messed up, disconnected, not feeling the joy, do something about it. Don't continue to just sit and stew in whatever mess you're in. We've all been there. Get out, do something different, get out of your comfort zone, even if it's just for the day. Go somewhere you've never been. Go eat lunch at some little hole in the wall lunch counter by yourself. Have a chit chat with some strangers. Get out in nature. For me, that is all healing. Go see something magical you've never seen before. If you're walking out in nature, you're going to see things you never notice. You don't take the time. Do that. The benefit you'll get will be immense. If you can do it an overnight or two, please, for your own sake, do it. Life's too damn short to just be going through the motions on autopilot. No, it's not meant to be that way, guys. It's not. And you're not meant to be feeling so dang alone or frozen. Yeah, there can be seasons like that, but just like what happens in nature, we need to emotionally thaw out, spiritually thaw out. We need to come back to life, just like this lake over here. If you're suffering, just please keep finding a way out. There is an end to it. Please don't give up. Take some kind of action. Do what you got to do. Pack a bag or don't and just get in the car. Go. Go somewhere different by yourself. Get out in nature. See something you've never seen before. Look for some joy. Don't return to that house until you're feeling some kind of relief and some kind of joy. I'm telling you, if you want to go see something from your past that's just been eating at you a little bit, you want to check it out and see what it's like now, do it. I give you permission, not that you need it. Follow your heart, follow your soul, maintain the curiosity and seek the joy. Don't give up. There's so much going on. Most of it costs absolutely nothing, despite what Amazon and TikTok and everything else will tell you about how to improve your life. Most of it is completely free and available for all of us. Get out there, guys. Seek what you're looking for. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Even just a daily adventure. We got this. Boom. Let's go.